All right, let's talk about the key to happiness, what that looks like. So this isn't a motivational speaker channel or any of that type of stuff. I think a lot of that stuff is just a bunch of rah-rah BS. But it's interesting as obviously this channel is about investing in real estate and itching your nose. But what's interesting is a lot of people get into real estate because they want money, right? And there was a Harvard study that showed once you make over like 75 grand a year, happiness is incremental. Like it doesn't go up in proportion to how much money you're making. So this is a kind of a thing where people just are chasing a rainbow in a lot of ways, where you think when you have $1 million in your bank account, then the fireworks are going to go off. And when you finally reach that goal, then everything is going to change for you. And in a lot of ways, it doesn't. So I just want to share something. And once again, I have this saying in my life, you got to live it to kill it. So for you, if you have this goal or something that you're just fixated on, you got to go get it. And to be fair, it will be awesome for probably not as long as you think. Now, I hate to burst your bubble on that, but they've actually also scientifically proven that our brains actually acclimate and go up about 30% whenever you reach a goal. So say you're like, oh, I want $1 million in the bank. Then you get $1 million in the bank. And then within 90 days, your brain will start ramping up and be like, oh, now I need another couple $100 grand. And it's actually really interesting. So it comes down to always just chasing this unicorn. But one of the things is you do have to achieve a lot of financial goals to kind of realize that, there's a classic cliche. It's like, oh, money doesn't buy happiness. Well, it definitely buys fun things to do, which is very cool. I had to spend a lot of money to really realize that making a bunch of cash doesn't actually bring me boatloads of happiness. But you have to be making that $75K a year to at least have your income covered. Like there's something that happens when your brain is always focusing on, I got to make my mortgage payment and this and that. And you're always juggling to just make the bills, right? I definitely, back in my oil field days when I was rigging, I was constantly living in my overdraft and just no fun. So anyways, back to the key to life. The absolute key to life is in this video. What's really funny is these days, what really brings me the most happiness is discipline. And it's basically like my morning sets up my whole day. And I try to create the hardest morning possible for myself. And I find that the harder of conditions I can set up for myself and overcome and have little wins in the first few hours of my day or even throughout my entire day, I'm just so much more happy through the day if I were just to wake up and be lazy and not challenge myself. So we all need to challenge ourselves. It's very, very rewarding. So for example, I wake up at 5:25 in the morning, and to be honest, it sucks. The first few minutes really suck. But before I go to sleep, I start getting myself amped up. I'm like, all right, I'm going to get up and I'm going to destroy this day tomorrow. And just kind of start moving when I wake up. But I have my morning set up so that it's really difficult. So I wake up, I do that 5-minute journal thing. I write left-handed, which is the opposite hand I write with, just because it's challenging, it's hard. Then I go to the gym and I do sprints and do some weights and do stuff that I just don't want to do. And I make it like a competition where it's like me versus this stupid piece of machinery. And the machine is not going to win. It's just not going to win. And even if I don't feel like doing it, it's like fuck this thing. I'm gonna kill it. And I just do that every day, even when I don't feel like it. So then from there, what I do is I come home and I have an ice shower. So I go into the shower and I go in for 2 minutes. So basically, what I do is I go in for 2 minutes straight, just stay there, let it come over you, and it's cold and it sucks. But when you're done, you feel amazing. So actually, it's a little longer than 2 minutes. So what I do is I take my timer and I time 2 minutes just standing in the water, not moving. It's freezing cold. And then, I do the soaping and stuff and all that BS. But it turns out to be about the whole thing is about four minutes in total. And that's all you really need. But by the time I'm done all that sort of stuff, and by 8:30 in the morning, like I'm on top of the world. And that is the happiest I am on my average work week. And it just comes down to always challenging myself in that way. And a lot of this is in a physical way. And then you carry that momentum into your work. So for me, that's kind of what brings me my biggest source of happiness lately, is just setting up challenges, things that are really hard, putting yourself in conditions that you don't want to be in, and just having that attitude of, no, I'm going to win. I'm going to get through this. And then winning. Set a goal on the treadmill or the elliptical trainer or the weight bench or whatever it is. Cold showers are one of the best in my opinion, because it sucks. It just absolutely sucks to get in that cold shower. And by the time you're done, you feel amazing. And I'll probably talk about this a lot because it's just the foundation of my day. So anyways, to be happy, do hard things. Win. Set challenges up for yourself. And then apply that into your real estate, and you'll be able to go far with it. That's my video. We went long. Well, what is the average time? We don't know. But come join us at the live event in LA. It'll be awesome. Would love to have you there. There's a link. Go check out the page. If you want to come, great. If you don't, that's cool too. All right. Until tomorrow.